Hey, this is ThinkerThunker. Click the Amazon link down below.
Get your weirdest of the week wow shirt.
Take a selfie.
Post it to Instagram.
Tag it wownews_.
Each month, we'll feature the top 25 on wowthat'sweird.com.
That's weird. And one lucky Wow News weirdo gets featured here on our videos on YouTube. Do it.
Don't be weird.
Okay, so this clip, big creature in Spanish residential area, surveillance camera footage, help identify please. He posted this out on thinkerthunker.com in the forums. His name is Remarkable Archive, and if we look at his footage, so there it is. All right, so here's the clip. Here it is stepping out of the light. Mm-hmm. And he believes it's fairly large, right? Because, I mean, this is street lamp height right here. So this thing is pretty good size. That's a palm tree back behind it, right?
Yeah.
Its movement is weird. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Now, to me, it looks like stop motion animation, you know, like claymation.
Exactly.
I see a long cylindrical body. It's almost like this leg is almost doing like that. Long, skinny legs. Long neck. And then what looks like big feathered antler plumes.
Yeah.
On its head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a deer, right?
Yeah.
Would it be unheard of for a deer in Spain to hop up on a wall? I mean, I guess that's...
Probably not.
Well, I've never seen a deer do that, but what's your call?
I mean, I think it's a deer. I think you're right.
I'm going deer here. Okay, you brought this video to my attention. It's posted on ThinkerThunker Forum by Saginaw MN, and that leads us to this site, Mike Palachuk and the New American Dream. Come check it out. Mike is telling a story talking about being around Cloquet, northwest of Duluth. That's up here by Lake, what is this?
Superior.
Lake Superior. So heavily wooded, lots and lots of water. Mike is talking about being in a really remote region. Generally, people get there by horseback. It was early one morning, cold, and he's hearing children playing, and he gets to this part. I will go ahead and just say that I suspect they were Sasquatch children at play, and that when they heard the knock warning, they left. Just get your mind around a bunch of Sasquatch children playing.
No.
I mean, we always assume they're 8 foot tall and giants, but they do have children. Now, just to help sell the fact that he might have heard Sasquatch children playing, here is a recording that he has on that very same page, something he recorded from that very same area. Have a listen to this. Some are going to say that was a wolf howl. Now, first, let me explain. We're looking at like a sonogram of those voice recordings. Here's there's the WAV file of them. Here's the sonogram, and each one of these sounds has its own fingerprint. Watch and listen. Now that one was exceptionally low, and then he picks it up. I say he picks it up. We have no idea what made these sounds. Here is what a wolf howl looks like. Now here is yours truly doing a howl. Okay, it was terrible, but I committed. I gave it my all. But here's what I want to show you. Look how each of these has their own fingerprints, so to speak. Okay, look how mine goes along. First off, I get this weird yodel at the beginning. Sorry. And then at the very end, it trails way off. And look at the wolf. It just meanders along, but it never has that big trail off. But look at this guy. It does this weird thing where you see part of it trail off, but part of it, like the vocal cords, are doing two things at once.
Yeah.
Which is really bizarre.
It is.
Okay, so here is the spectral analysis of the recording that he made that day that he suspected he heard children.
Wow.
Okay, so then I started cleaning that up and got to this. Now, I grew up ranches and things like that. I was used to being in places where I knew people rarely were. And you know when somebody's not supposed to be there. So for him to say people generally got there by horseback, it was early one morning, it was very cold. The last thing you would expect would be children out playing in a remote region, cold,
Right.
middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
okay? To hear this voice. What does that sound like? What is she saying?
It sounds like language, but I couldn't tell you what.
It doesn't sound like English. It doesn't sound like any language I've ever heard. I hear Iraba.
Right. Something like that.
So again, just suspend disbelief and imagine some 12-year-old little Sasquatch girl who's about, say, 6'7", 280.
Right.
She could be an NFL star. And she's out there playing with her chums. They hear this human, and they're getting ready to leave, but she yells this. Now, if any of you know what she's saying, I mean, maybe that could be Native American dialect. I don't know. I don't know. So we're asking for your input here. What do you guys think this is? And we'll just go out listening to this. And this clip pretty much speaks for itself. Demon dragged me out of my bed. Real Paranormal Activity. Almost 7 million views now. Here we go.
What the f***? Listen!
Here is something we shot in our home. We live in an old 3-story house. This was from the other night. I'm just going to let it loop a few times. Here's another look at the footage we shot. And we find the spirit, Miss Thunker, looking stylish in your toque.
That's me.
And we say it wasn't really night. It was a nice sunny day. So whether it's special effects or perceived to be real, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's the creepiest thing imaginable, right?
Yeah.
I mean, when you're in your home, you're in your bed, that's a safe place. Nothing can touch you. So the thought of something reaching into your bed and pulling you out is off the charts creepy.
It's incredibly scary. Yeah.
So I'm gonna do something I've never done before in about 10 years of being ThinkerThunker. I'm gonna share something personal. Something kind of like this happened to me once. I wake up one night. Of course, you're there next to me. I wake up, and something had picked up my foot by my toe, dropped my foot, and that's when I woke up. And I kicked the living hell out of this thing with what I would guess would have like at least cracked a sternum or rib or something. And then I must have blacked out. I mean,
What was it? What did it look like?
well, it was black. I saw it as a black man, not an African American, but a black thing.
Like shadow?
Well, I hear the term shadow people, so okay. Now, here's what's odd. It was wearing like a fedora type hat, you know, which it just struck me odd. I mean, that a shadow person cares about fashion. Where does a shadow person pick up a nice little hat?
Right.
I could only guess that it didn't expect me to kick the living hell out of it, but I did, and that was that. And you were right. You were right there. Now, here's the weird part.
I was there, but I was completely not awake.
Right.
I was asleep.
And I was only up for a few seconds, you know, to be aware of what happened to me and to do the kick, and then I was gone again. But the thing was, you were under the covers. It was a cold night, and I was out of the covers. So
strange.
Now, here's where I know most people are going to, come on, dude, it was a dream. Well, here's the thing. How often do you dream that you're in your bed sleeping,
right?
And that's what you're dreaming about?
No, never.
And if it was a dream, it's a dream that for, I don't know, I'll say about 3 years now, that dream's been with me every night of my life. I mean, I lay there when it's dark. I don't let a foot stick out like that because I see that when I see feet out of the bed now, it's a problem for me, which is how this whole thing started. The guy had his leg out of the sheets, and that's why he got yanked out of bed. I mean, it's really disturbing me. And, you know, for a dream to have disturbed my life like that and be with me every night. I mean, do you remember... You have nightmares, but do you remember nightmares and think about them every night when you're in bed?
No.
I mean, I can't really relax anymore because I'm always thinking I have to kind of keep my feet tucked in, and I have to be ready to fight that bastard again if he ever touches either one of us again. I mean, I'm ready.
Right.
I'm going to try. I'm going to hurt him worse this time. Don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's weird that a dream has me so freaked out for years later. And so anyway.
Yeah, no, it's really creepy to have that kind of occurrence happen to you in your bed. It's just.
It is. So that's why we wanted to show this. And I don't know.
Yeah. Again,
I'd like to hear from you guys. And
yeah, whether it's an effect or not, it is really creepy.
If you have any idea what happened to me, and again, I know some of you are going to say it's just a dream. Yeah, that's what you say.